Top of the morning, family. How are you guys? I hope everyone is doing well today, in great moods and in great spirits. Thank you to those of you who are new here. I really appreciate you tuning in. If I resonate with you, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Okay, this is how the messages circulate for the collective. I'm in such a daze right now. Like, are y'all doing a lot of daydreaming? But anyway, this is going to be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And happy return as well to those of you who are celebrating birthdays in Virgo season. I love me a Virgo. I do. So let's get into the message what Spirit needs you to know today. Remember, I'm only going to channel and talk to your higher self, and you should only listen from that aspect as well. Please don't force anything to fit your experience, your gender, your timeline, because we're fluid, and this is a timeless read. Okay, so let's see what Spirit needs you to know, Virgo. What is the message for Virgo, Spirit? Messages for Virgo. Oh no. My bad, y'all. I'm conditioning my hair. I know y'all seen my body. My shower cap, I'm conditioning my hair. So this card fell on the floor. That was the Ten of Swords, Gemini Sun. All right, let's see. What's the message? Okay, so we have the King of Swords, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is your energy, Virgo, Venus. There's somebody here that wants to say something to you. This feels like, this King of Swords feels like who wants to have a conversation with you. Somebody could want to make you an offer. They could want to come clean about something. This could be somebody speaking their truth or aligning themselves with your energy. Let's see what else. This King of Swords, you could be getting a divorce. This could be somebody's ex-husband or ex-partner. So we have two nines here. The Nine of Wands talks about the wounded warrior, right? Somebody who's wounded, who continue to show up, to, you know, thrive and be present. This is Sagittarius moon. So let's see what else. And you know, 9 is really the last complete number. After that, 10 is 0. So, hello, Steve's Garden. How are you? This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This Nine of Wands feels like whoever this King of Swords is, you could be tired of this person. I don't know what they're doing or what you expect them to do, but the Nine of Pentacles, this is your energy, Virgo, Venus. It seems to be like you might be the one putting in a lot of work in a situation or a connection. This could be physically, emotionally, also because this King of Swords is usually somebody who's very aloof, withdrawn, cold. This could be somebody who's just operating from their cerebral energy versus their heart space. And the Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, it feels like this gives me like somebody reaching their breaking point. And this King of Swords is somebody who's watching and observing. What else? Let's get one more card. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I try to be on here consistently, but my life is so busy. What's your Virgo placement, Steve? Okay, so what else? Let's get one more card. Okay, Six of Swords in the reverse. This could be somebody who's stagnant. This King of Swords over here. This gives stagnancy. Somebody moving slow. If there's a separation here, this person could be trying to figure out what they can do to return to you. what's your zodiac sign? Your sun placement. You know, like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, so yeah, this King of Swords, this energy feels stagnant. I don't know what this person is doing. They seem to be stuck. This person seems to be really stuck in their head. And you over here in this Nine of Pentacles, it feels like you're chilling, right? You could be at peace. You could be focused on your projects, your business, your peace, any goals you have, like going back to school, learning new skills. What's this King of Swords? Let's break down this energy. Because this feels like there's somebody here you're getting tired of. And either this person is trying to return to you because they're divorced, him showing up as the King of Swords, or there's a separation here between you and this person and they're trying to come back, or this is somebody who's stagnant without you. The Nine of Wands could also be you setting boundaries for this person, having integrity, saying what you mean and meaning what you say when it comes to this person. It feels like you could be standing your ground with somebody. Because it feels like something that they're trying to do is either not working or this person, it lives in their head. They don't take any action towards you to do anything to help you. I don't know what this person's energy is about, but we're going to break this down and see. So what's this King of Swords? This could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or this is giving me somebody's ex-husband. Or just an ex. What's this King of Swords? Yeah, see, King and Queen of Swords is a conversation. So you and this person, or this person could be manifesting communication with you, or a conversation needs to be had. And it feels like whatever is being said, this Six of Swords in reverse, you could be talking about this person's actions or lack thereof. Let's see, what else for the King and Queen of Swords? But this is a conversation. King of Pentacles, yeah, it seems like, so if you're a woman, I feel like you're in this masculine energy of the King of Pentacles, because this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Yeah, there's like a woman here operating from masculine energy, and there needs to be a conversation with this King of Swords about why he's not in his masculine energy. Something around finances, maybe also productivity, work ethic, and things of that nature. What's the King of Pentacles? It feels like somebody's not doing what they're supposed to do. Yeah, see, Eight of Cups in the reverse again is stagnancy. This person, these wounds and insecurities that are triggering this person, or there needs to be an honest, transparent, rather, conversation about whatever is going on with King of Pentacles. So the Eight of Cups in the reverse, it could be stagnancy, it could be abandonment wounds, it could also be, like I said, wounds and insecurities coming back up to be healed and worked through. You seem to be triggering this person. What's the Eight of Cups reverse? Yeah, see, Queen of Wands, you're standing your ground with somebody. I don't necessarily that you're abandoning them, or you could be, right? Maybe the conversation is about you getting this, see the bigger picture about how the feminine energy in this dynamic has been, you know, taking more action, being the one to, you know, move this ship forward, or whatever the case may be. The feminine energy here is in this Mars action-oriented energy, and the masculine is in King of Swords, King of Pentacles. And King of Pentacles, they are dependable, reliable, but Earth energy moves slower than fire. So it's almost like somebody like drags their feet, or they're just, yeah, Earth and air, it needs to be balanced. There needs to be some more action with this masculine. And it feels like it's around finances, providing, work ethic, right? Stability, maybe just practical matters, right? Which is Earth, money, time, resources. I'm also getting that somebody's not using their time wisely. They're just letting the day pass them by with this Eight of Cups in the reverse. Like, give me more on this Queen of Wands. You could have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius permanently somewhere in your chart, or this is you. Like, I feel like speaking with tact, or you need to. With this Queen of Wands, there's something that you need to take action towards. And some of you really could be abandoning this person. I'm getting right now, like, more so emotionally, because the Queen of Cups is not here. What's this Queen of Wands? The cards keep going in the reverse. So 5 of Cups reverse talks about healing, overcoming grief and sadness. 5 is also a number of change. This is Scorpio Mars. Somebody could have this prominently somewhere in their chart. But, okay, so I see what's happening here. The masculine energy is stagnant because there's wounds and insecurities that he's battling, but he's not doing anything to work through whatever this is. In the feminine aspect, she seems to be somebody who is... See, this energy, somebody who's able to heal and move past things, you know, quicker than the usual. This is somebody who's a very powerful alchemizer. You know how to alchemize and transmute energy. Also, this gives me somebody who may be a healer themselves, because the healer knows how to heal themselves. And this Queen of Wands, she's... What's the 5 of Cups reverse? And it's like, if you are abandoning somebody, you're doing it with no regret. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's very confident, assertive, driven, right? Passionate, ambitious. What's the 5 of Cups reverse? You could be abandoning somebody. Yeah, the Strength card. So this is overcoming challenges and obstacles, adversary. This is also being able to stand your ground, having a lot of confidence. It could come across as egotistical to this person, but it just feels like you know your worth. You could be somebody that's very attractive. You could have a really nice way with the Queen of Wands showing up in the Strength card. You could just be a single, independent, you know, like, I hate to sound so cliche, but somebody here is getting abandoned. Somebody here is getting left behind. Because this 9 of Wands feels like somebody who's just fed up. They're just fed up. 2 Cups, 2 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, or you're trying to make a decision. You know, is this Queen of Wands Virgo? Yeah. Okay, I had to make sure. I'm like, I don't know if there's another person in this energy. But yeah, this feels like somebody who's very strong and confident, self-assured, ambitious. This is not somebody who stays down for long. With the 5 of Cups reversed, this is healing. Somebody who really doesn't carry any regret or any remorse. Because it feels like you could be somebody who's very nice, genuine. What's this Queen of Swords? So it's almost like you're tired of telling this person that they need to get to work or do something about their financial situation. So we have the 7 of Cups. This is Scorpio Venus. This talks about having options. It can also talk about illusions, delusions. Daydreaming too. It could be daydreaming, fantasizing. 10 of Pentacles. You know what this say? You know how they say take the mind and the body will follow? It's like your mind is already somewhere else. The feminine energy here, their mind is already somewhere else. And what's weird is I am seeing cups here, which means there are feeling and emotions involved in this situation. But it feels like somebody is packing them up and leaving. I really don't see any cups with the suitors, right? I don't see King of Cups, Queen of Cups. You two might be incompatible. Fire and earth really don't mix. That's too big of a contrast. What's the 7 of Cups? Or somebody is thinking about how to get out of a situation or what they can do. to exit left expeditiously. What's the Seven of Cups? And this King of Swords, the masculine energy could be like, oh, you're abandoning me, you're leaving me. But clearly there's been a conversation had multiple times, probably with the Nine of Wands. This feels like you're tired of repeating yourself with somebody. Yeah, so the Ten of Pentacles and the Chariot, and then we got the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So maybe somebody here is thinking about where they want to move. This can also be trying to figure out how to divide assets. Somebody here is on a mission. This Queen of Swords. Somebody here is very business-minded or savvy. They're very ambitious. This is somebody who has a wealth mindset. The Ten of Pentacles is also your energy. This is Virgo Mercury, which talks about conversation, communication around finances, generational wealth, abundance, prosperity, even maybe just stability. But this is what you're thinking about. In the Chariot here, somebody could be wanting to get a new car or manifesting a new car. A luxury car, something real expensive. I don't know, I'm seeing like Rolls Royce and stuff like that. Somebody could be very wealthy, or this is your mindset and this is where you're headed. You think in terms, somebody thinks big, I guess I could say. Like with the Ten of Pentacles, you think really big and expansive. Like somebody here is not about, and I feel like this could be somebody who would like, you know, work a 9-to-5 or whatever, but I'm getting like somebody who would be more of a CEO type of. Like the King and Queen of Swords, right? Outside of the energy of this read, they are usually officials, judges, advisors. You know, they're the masters of society, right? Managers, leaders, you know, so somebody could be thinking about traveling or making plans to travel. Or it's really just somebody is realizing that wherever they are is not it. Right? Like this Queen of Swords, she's daydreaming and fantasizing about something outside of this connection. And it's almost like with the Chariot, somebody here knows exactly what they want, where they're headed, where they're going, and they're thinking about how they want to get there and what's in their way. And something, this King of Pentacles, who's operating, feels like more so out of his shadow or out of his wounds and insecurities, to where you've already healed yours and you're ready to move forward towards, you know, your next phase or cycle in life. This person is stuck. The Chariot and the Ten of Pentacles, this also gives me somebody who has a divine mission to establish some form of generational wealth in their bloodline. Because the Chariot is divine will. I mean, personally, it can be having a lot of willpower, determination, you know, discipline and control. It can even be confidence. Somebody is confident about what they want to build and they know they can do it, right? This is giving me the energy of somebody who's self-motivated. And maybe even somebody was taught, like, you can do anything you put your mind to. It's important for people to hear that. So what's this Chariot? You could be moving a great deal of distance away from this person. Or energetically, you've already have. I can see it mentally, but it feels like physically you're moving long distance, you know, away from this person. What's the Chariot? See the Six of Wands. Yeah, somebody is on a mission. They have a prophecy to fulfill. This could be somebody who gets a lot of attention at work. So I really feel like somebody drives a really nice car, and whenever you ride by, people turn around and look, and they just know it's you. Like, this Six of Wands tells me like you could be getting a lot of attention, especially as the Queen of Wands. That's somebody who's very attractive, very outgoing. You know, she's funny, down to earth, right? She's very powerful, right? So she'll stand her ground, and she can be a spiritual warrior too, right? She's not a pushover. But this gives me somebody who gets a lot of attention. And I don't know why I'm seeing something about a car too, but You could have a lot of people watching you, or a lot of people feel that you would be a good option, right? For Ten of Pentacles could be marriage, a business, whatever. You could have people who want to work with you career-wise, and people who want to work with you like romantically and domestically. You know what I mean? If that's even a word. But what's the Six of Wands? This is Leo, Jupiter. Yeah, see the Eight of Swords in the Death card, Ace of Pentacles. So it almost feels like you felt trapped or stuck in this situation. Maybe you were carrying somebody else's burdens financially or even emotionally. This feels like you're overcoming some sort of, and Five of Cups in reverse, this could even be like you relieving yourself of the guilt you may feel for leaving whoever this is behind. But the Eight of Swords, it can talk about self-sabotage. It can also be imposter syndrome. Because this Eight of Swords, this could be this masculine's energy. What's the Eight of Swords? This is Gemini, Jupiter. Eight of Wands, Sagittarius, Mercury. So there seems to be lots of communication being had between you and this person, or there needs to be, or there's about to be. It feels like this King and Queen of Swords, this is two people getting ready to have a conversation about, most importantly, the feminine, where she's headed. This feels like you telling somebody, I'm leaving. Even this Eight of Wands is traveling. Got the Justice card, the Ten of Swords. So there is a cycle that's ending here. It almost feels you're tired of trying to get somebody to see their own potential and what you know they could be, what they're capable of. Because somebody here is a King of Pentacles, so they could be, you know, very spiritually wealthy, but they haven't tapped into that solar plexus energy, their confidence, the spiritual warrior in them as a man. It feels like they just don't have no fight, no drive, no ambition, no vision. And it's frustrating when this feminine is like, all she can think about is what she wants to build, what she wants to achieve, what she wants to accomplish. This is somebody who is very high vibrational, and they think like a large life. Somebody probably had the most grand ideas as a kid, right? Somebody probably has all sorts of business plans and ideas, and just there's somebody in the way. So the Eight of Wands is, let's see, what else? What's this Eight of Wands? And you know, it probably took you a lot to overcome the feelings that you have for this person, and be able to make a head over heart decision. So the Knight of Swords, this is somebody who sees an opportunity. This is somebody who moves very swiftly. It almost feels like there's a conversation that'll be had here, and somebody will end up having it's Freudian slip, right? Where you unconsciously say something that you've always been thinking, but in the heat of the moment, you just say it because it comes out. You're frustrated. It's like you can't hold it in no more. And then this Queen of Wands energy is telling this person, like, you need to, like, I don't even know how to say it. This could even be cursing somebody out with the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Somebody is pissed off and annoyed. What's the Strength card? Okay, Four of Cups in the reverse. This is Cancer Moon. So yeah, it just feels like this is somebody who doesn't want to waste any more time. They don't want to miss any more opportunities. Right, you had to get over the feeling of however this person would feel by you rejecting them, is what this feels like. Yeah, look, the Lovers and the Knight of Cups. So there could be somebody else. There could be somebody else. And you know what's interesting about dark feminine energy? Not to say that whoever is the feminine energy in this dynamic is a dark feminine, but it feels like somebody had to tap into that energy to free themselves from this situation. Dark feminine energy does not overgive because she knows she's capable of attracting other high vibrational suitors or matches, right? And I can see it here with the Seven of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles and the Chariot. This is somebody who wouldn't be on the market for long. Somebody, it does feel somebody else has this feminine energy has already established a foundation, or she has a plan. She knows how to get to it, right? Like, but the Four of Cups in the reverse, it could be like you being able to kind of like ignore your first person and make a logical, rational, practical decision. What's the Four of Cups in reverse? This is Cancer moon, and these people are Cancer moon. That's energy. That energy is extremely sensitive. Moon is at home in Cancer. Yeah, see the Knight of Cups. This is somebody that's following their heart. Yeah, see, this person is trying to return to you. This Knight of Cups feels like this energy trying to take action, right? But there's still a knight. Somebody is realizing that whatever they're battling, they need to heal from. They need to overcome it. They need to step into their masculine, their fire energy. So, you know, this Strength card does kind of give me this person trying to match your energy, but a knight is really still somebody who's taking action. They're not fully formed in their thought processes or the actions that they take. I don't think this is going to work because it almost feels like somebody doesn't want to miss an opportunity to be with you, but it feels like you're already out the door. What's this Knight of Cups? Let's see. Somebody could be looking forward to show you more love, to show you more care, how they feel about you, to be more action oriented in terms of their feelings and the emotions that they have for you because they're seeing that you're about to leave. What's this Knight of Cups? Let's see. Okay, this is the Sun. Definitely masculine energy. This is honesty, clarity. This could even be freedom and liberation. Got the Ace of Swords, the High Priestess, the Emperor. Let's see. Is this Knight of Cups and King of Pentacles the same person? Yeah. So I see this person trying to change, right? But the King of Pentacles is still slow-moving energy. This Queen of Swords, I don't know what you said to this person or what you're thinking about doing, going. They know. It feels like you said something to this person that lit a fire under their ass. What's the Sun? So it's honestly kind of giving like this person is thinking like, okay, maybe if I'm not financially where, you know, Virgo wants me to be, I got to pick a struggle and I need to show more love, right? Somebody is realizing like they can't be lazy and not show you any love. So the Knight of Cups, it feels like this person is taking action to make something clear. What's this one? The Sun is also Leo, solar plexus energy, Empress. Ooh, okay. This is Taurus, Libra energy. Sometimes I see it as Virgo too because it's the mother, the maiden. But the Empress is a divine feminine woman. She is also somebody who's very abundant, nurturing, and caring. Anything that she touches applies. Divine feminine energy is real spiritual wealth. So somebody could be giving you flowers or wanting to buy you flowers. What's the Empress? Because it seems like you and this person could already be married, right? Yeah, we got the Nine of Swords, Gemini Mars, the Four of Wands, and the Hierophant. Okay, so yeah. Whatever you're saying to this person, you're making something very crystal clear. And the Knight of Cups talks about them taking action. So it seems like this person is going to be trying to do more things to brighten your day, make you smile, to contribute to your happiness. I see them turning over a new leaf. Is this Strength Virgo? Yeah, see, this is the masculine energy. Somebody's masculine could be a Leo or have Leo prominently somewhere in their chart. But this person is overcoming whatever challenges and obstacles that they've been dealing with because they don't want to miss this opportunity to be with you. It's almost like the sun here is this person's consciousness kicking in, right? Because they can feel you drifting away from them. With the Seven of Cups, it's like your mind is elsewhere and they see it. They see it, they feel it. And you know, this is draining because this person coming out as the King of Swords, this is somebody who's very wise. This is somebody who could be very intellectual, have a lot of wisdom, right? Very self-aware with it in the upright. They're capable of making good financial decisions. But with the Eight of Cups in reverse, they're just stagnant. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Give me more on this Eight of Cups reverse. Yeah, okay. See, they could have an addiction. The Devil came out. And the Devil is a big blockage. It's a big interference. It's a hijacking of somebody's consciousness. This could be with the King of Pentacles, materialism. Or this could be somebody who, they could have mental health issues with the King of Swords and the Devil. Or these are deep-seated wounds and insecurities that are manifesting as blockages in this person's, I'm kind of getting like their fire, their solar plexus energy, because the sun talks about confidence. Right? Even the Strength card, it talks about confidence. Yeah, this energy could also, I just heard codependency. They could be very codependent. But they just feel like they haven't evolved, right? Because masculine energy, masculine, period. If it's not evolved, it's going to show as more feminine, right? On the receiving ends. Wanting to receive, be given to, be catered to, until they evolve, right? And then they can step into that masculine fire doer type energy, being action oriented and assertive. So somebody here, it's just like they haven't evolved yet, but the fact that they see you drifting away and you're wanting to leave, they're stepping up to the plate, or they're going to try to. What's this Nine of Pentacles? Okay, yeah, Six of Cups. You and this person can have a lot of history, have kids together. This could be somebody who you've been with for a really long time with the Six of Cups. This is familiarity, right? History. Also nostalgia. You know, for a very small few of you could find out that you're pregnant, and this is what's going to help this person turn over a new leaf. Because the Empress talks about children, so does the Sun. The Six of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. So this Six of Cups, that could be it too. Like, they find out that you're pregnant, and yeah, look, the Star. So the Star talks about hope, your dreams and wishes. It also is the North Node, somebody's destiny. It can talk about somebody's consciousness that's ascended. Okay, so the Six of Cups even talks about maturity. It's Scorpio sun, and the star is Aquarius, which is a service-like constellation. It also talks about your affiliations. You know, it kind of feels like a reunion between you and this person might be fated, but there needed to be some separation first so that this person would understand that you're not fucking around with them. The Queen of Wands, it feels like you had to stand your ground, right? And choose to move away, or at least to tell this person, like, this is what you're planning to do, and actually start to take action towards it with this Knight of Swords. Because it's like somebody knew you were serious about leaving them behind. But sometimes it's like, why does it have to get to all of this for a person to want to change, right? If they care about you. And not that to say that you should expect change overnight, but at least you need to see somebody trying, making an effort to. What's the star? Okay, we have the Fool. Two cards of Aquarius. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is change. So this Six of Cups could be this person stuck in the past. Let me see. What's the Six of Cups? And Ten of Swords. Yeah, no. And then we got the Page of Cups. Okay, so the Ten of Swords talks about an ending, an abrupt ending. It's almost like this person is about to change overnight, like, because that's one hell of a woman or man, put yourself where you belong, to lose. You don't run into those type of people every day. And the Empress is not just a mother of her children, right? She's a mother to everyone around her, her community, her lineage, right? What's the Ten of Swords? This is Gemini sun. Ace of Wands. So this could talk about a passionate new beginning. This can talk about somebody who has a lot of ambition, willpower, desires. Yeah, here, see, he's the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. There's getting ready to be a shift in the energy for sure. A fire has been lit under somebody's ass. I don't know, with the Ten of Swords and the Six of Cups, you kind of told this person maybe you need to grow up, right? You need to make some changes. You need to stop acting like a child. I don't know, because swords is communication too. What's this Ace of Wands? Yeah, Six of Pentacles in reverse talks about an imbalance. A lack of reciprocity, unequal give and take. Also somebody who's abusing their position of power and authority or bribery. This is Taurus moon. What's the Six of Pentacles reverse? Three of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, so this person, this feels like bribery. And the Ace of Wands is determination. For some of you, I'm kind of getting like there's somebody from your person's past who could be trying to bribe or coerce them into sleeping with them. The Ace of Wands could be, you know, intimacy. But I'm not seeing this person fall for it. With the Ten of Swords, I'm not seeing them go for it. Six of Pentacles in reverse, there could also be somebody who's unemployed or they're not using any skills or talents that they have. See, the Three of Pentacles talks about somebody being hardworking, right? Somebody's in the wrong. This Six of Pentacles in reverse feels like dead-end jobs that somebody works or is working. And with the Three of Pentacles, they're very skilled. They could, you know, really maybe work well with their hands, to be dexterous, or they could have a specific skill that they're good at. But with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, they're not profiting off of it. Even the Nine of Pentacles here, this is your energy though. Self-actualization is using those natural talents and abilities you have to generate financial freedom, stability, wealth, you right, you know, like being content. It's not an energy of being like a billionaire, millionaire, but it's the energy of having all the tools and resources you need at your disposal. Right? So for some of you, you could have been trying to bribe this person. What's this Three of Pentacles? Or this, I'm more so getting this person trying to bribe you to work together to, you know, be one again. It's almost like with the Three of Pentacles and this Knight of Cups over, I'm getting over here. Somebody wants to be fair now, diplomatic. They want to do what you've been expecting them to do or what they know they should be doing. What's the Three of Pentacles? Yeah, see the Two of Pentacles? This is being open and flexible to change. Adaptability. This is also Capricorn, Jupiter. Somebody getting their priorities in order. This Ace of Wands, excuse me, my allergies are acting up today. This Ace of Wands, I feel like this is this Queen of Wands energy over here, who has a lot of fire, lots of determination, ambition. Or this is a new beginning, right? And this person is trying to bribe you. Because the Star and the Fool gives me somebody who's turning over a new leaf, accepting their fate and making the change that they need to, right? The Fool is taking a leap of faith, starting a new journey, a new cycle, a new timeline. This is somebody stepping into their North Node and their destiny. But this over here gives me somebody who's now upset with themselves. And something could have abruptly ended, or you said what you needed to say in haste, and it feels like a betrayal to this person. Like it may have stung coming from you, but you could be telling somebody they need to grow up or they need to get their priorities in order. But this Fool in the Star, this feels like you turning over a new timeline. You stepping into a new timeline, rather. Adopting some change. Some of you guys could be entrepreneurs, or you could be starting an entrepreneurship journey with this Pentacles. You could be going back to school to learn a new skill. You could be kind of like revising or refining whatever skill you have. I'm getting like continuing education courses and things of that nature. Or maybe somebody has a new business. You could do something online with the Star. And the Nine of Pentacles, you could work online, maybe work from home or on the web somehow. What's the Fool? The Death card. Yeah, 3 cards of change. So, and these are 3 major arcana. So this is a big change, a big shift that's getting ready to happen. Let's see, is this Fool, Star, and Death card Virgo? Yeah, see? It really feels like you're leaving this person behind. And the Ten of Swords with the Ace of Wands, this person feels mad and betrayed. But the Six of Pentacles in reverse, it also gives me this person abused their position in your life by thinking that it kind of feels like since there was a lot of history between the two of y'all, you would never leave them and let them go. And maybe if there's kids involved too, they didn't think that you would leave them and let them go. Now they're stuck trying to bribe you, telling that they'll change or whatever. What's the Death card? And honestly, the Death card is like an eclipse ending, right? This is indefinite. The cycle is completely closing. It's over. Or who you are is completely changing to where this person will have to be able to resonate with your frequency in order for you to be able to exist cohesively, right? Because when your frequency is different from the people you're around and your environment on a spiritual level, you will begin to reject that. You won't resonate with it at all. You'll be completely unfazed. Like, a situation where you can take it and leave it. Like their presence won't matter to you, good or bad, if you're not on the same frequency. It don't matter how much money this person makes, right? Like, so what's the, oh, I just seen the King of Wands. I'm trying to ask what the Death card is, and the King of Wands came out. So I don't know. This person, what's the Death card? This is Scorpio energy. The Temperance. Okay, alchemizing energy. This can also be healing. Somebody who's going through a spiritual ascension. This is also, the Temperance is somebody who knows how to manage themselves. This is also growth and expansion. It's a Sagittarius energy. Yeah, look, the Lovers. What's the Temperance? Okay, we have the Hermit, which talks about introspection, spiritual enlightenment, somebody looking within. And then we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. This is Virgo Chiron. So this Hermit is you. This is your energy. The Five of Pentacles in the reverse is Taurus Mercury. You know, I really hope you're not internalizing this energy and thinking that it might be something wrong with you to why this person won't change for you. Because kind of what I'm getting here too. And the Temperance is just giving like, you feeling like you have to protect yourself. Because this is inner peace, balance, and harmony, right? Having patience, doing things in moderation. You could be thinking like, maybe I need to have more patience with this person, or maybe I need to give them more time to change. But also is realizing that you need to be the change that you is what this is giving. The Five of Pentacles reverse, this is somebody healing too. Coming out of a lack mentality or mindset. And that's probably what kept you stuck with the Eight of Swords back there. You probably internalized this energy a bit, and it probably made you wonder or question like, what is it about me that this person won't get up off their ass and make the changes to keep me around? But if it's not your person, it's just not your person, right? I feel like this person came to you to help you heal. I'm seeing, and y'all were meant to move on. Because I'm seeing two cards of you healing, right? With the Eight of Cups, or the Five of Cups in the reverse is you. That's healing, overcoming sadness. And then we have the Strength card, right? Recognizing your own strength, being confident. This was their assignment. Believe it or not, like, yeah, this, y'all could be like high-level soulmates or counterparts, but not the ones that are meant to stay around. Usually they're meant to come teach you a lesson and you move on. Give me 1 second, Virgo. So believe it or not, like this person actually did for you what they were meant to do. What's that say? You're reading my life right now. My girlfriend and I are Virgos, and I have been struggling. Yes. Hey, Phoenix. Yeah, I see that here. So you might, once I save this live, you might want to go back and read it, because I do see a pregnancy. And that's exactly what I was saying. This is what it's going to take for this person to, and sorry if I'm talking about you, I just got to be honest and read what I see here. If it stings a little bit, that means it's a trigger and it's something you have to work on. But yes, I do see a pregnancy here, and I said that that's what it could take for this person to really get, you know, their ducks in a row. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm just being honest, right? So, yeah, this Five of Pentacles in the reverse, there needs to be some healing here. This is like, the Five of Pentacles is like, in the upright, it's somebody feeling like they don't have enough tools and resources, but it's a perception issue. If you look at this card, this girl is sitting here with her head down, right? And, you know, it's kind of in her lap, but the key to get out of this door is right here. And the pentacles are on it too, you know what I mean? So This talks about somebody overcoming a lack mentality or mindset, healing wounds or insecurities. And also the temperance here talks about patience, self-management. So somebody does have to be able to manage their own wounds, their own triggers and insecurities, and not project them onto, you know, the other person or other people, right? What's interesting here is I do see that this could work, but most times relationships only exist as long as the energy is true, right? Where that people continue to evolve together, because once one person stops, the energy is disrupted, you know, and then it can be frustrating because everything, energy is everything, and the frequency that people operate on is matters. Like imagine you come into an office or a workspace, you all cheery, happy-go-lucky, you done got a good night's rest, you know, like I don't know, you're just feeling really nice, and then you walk into the office, everybody in there is like Eeyore. You're gonna be like, what the hell? Like, you ain't start to feel like them maybe the first 2-3 days you go there, but then after a while you're gonna be like, I don't belong here. Like, what the fuck am I doing here? These are not my people. All right, so they got energy. What's this Nine of Wands? This is the wounded warrior. This is somebody who is wounded, but they rather not show it, right? This is Sagittarius moon. The moon is hidden, things concealed, right? But they keep, you know, when they keep going, they continue to throw up. I mean, not throw up, show up, thrive, and be present. Oh, I just said throw up. Somebody could be throwing up. And then I cut the deck on the Page of Wands. What's this Nine of Wands? This is somebody who's wounded. Yeah, see the Four of Swords? This talks about needing more rest. This could be healing and restoration. This can also be a timeout. Somebody who needs to sit and reflect and think about. The Nine of Wands could talk about integrity, right? Standing on your word. Word is bond, right? That's all you have. But there needs to be some healing and restoration here because somebody is wounded. More so with the Four of Swords. Yeah, even the Seven of Wands. I'm getting therapy. Somebody could use therapy. Oh, you said this is eye-opening. I understand. Yeah. So I'm just gonna be honest with you. I do see her leaving. Like she's thinking about it. She's thinking about it. She's already pulled away emotionally, it feels like, and she's just figuring out where she wants to go, what she wants to do next. But this is somebody who's very ambitious. They have a lot of determination and willpower, right? This is somebody who has a lot of confidence and drive. They're in control. They're in the driver's seat of their life, especially with the Queen of Wands here. That's not somebody who's just going, you know, let you push them around. And this person seems to heal and overcome challenges and obstacles pretty quickly. And the more you can digest energy, the more you will continue to evolve, because like living in the past, that's what makes you depressed. Living in the future, that makes you anxious, like, right? Both are in your mind, none are taking action. There is a standstill. So what's this Four of Swords? But I think, yeah, Page of Wands, I was about to say that there needs to be an honest conversation, you know, and transparency about what you two are battling, what you two are facing. Communication is everything, right? And sometimes people don't know that you're triggered or that they're triggering you. They don't know until you say it. But the Page of Wands is communication. I'm also seeing here somebody could end up on bed rest. You could have a maybe, I'm trying to stay away from children, but this feels like a boy. I don't know. I'm just getting like, I'm feeling nauseous now myself. This Nine of Wands feels like nauseousness. And the Four of Swords, what's this Page of Wands? Somebody is sick, because the Nine of Wands does talk about your health. This could be somebody very tired, lethargic, you know, burnt out. Somebody who needs to rest. Oh. Okay, I'm seeing twins. So Page of Swords. This can talk about observing, compartmentalizing thoughts. This could even be news and information. So we have the Page of Wands, which goes to this Queen of Wands, and the Page of Swords, which goes to both of these. Yeah. I feel like therapy. This needs to be some therapy. Pages is also learning. You know, this feels like an energy to the point where they is learning how to pick their battles. It's like they're learning either that nagging is not going to work and they just need to be quiet, or they're figuring out that they just keep hitting a brick wall with this Nine of Wands. Somebody could be becoming deeply guarded, but it's just because they're learning what they're saying. It feels like it's not working. We got 2 cards of communication here. But then we have the Four of Swords, which is usually a more quiet, withdrawn type of energy. Not saying much, but thinking a lot. What's the Page of Wands, Page of Swords? So, okay, now we have the Moon. Pisces, Cancer energy. This talks about illusions, delusions, secrecy, things hidden. The Hierophant, the King of Wands. So this feels like somebody doing the shadow work that they need to do. Learning their fears, their wounds, their insecurities. What's the Moon? The Moon is also like remote viewing. Yeah, somebody, this Nine of Wands feels somebody's withdrawn. All of this feels like this withdrawn energy. They're thinking about a whole lot, but they're not saying much. They're doing more so learning and observing after they said whatever they said. So what it feels like is this person, they said what they said, right? And now they could be more quiet, more withdrawn, more in their head because they want to see how this King of Wands is going to move. They're standing their ground, right, with this Nine of Wands. Okay, so that's this energy. Somebody could be Sagittarius. Yeah, Four of Pentacles is a lack of vulnerability. So, yeah, this masculine energy, this person needs therapy. I'm just going to be honest. The Moon here talks about the subconscious. A lot of what this person is battling, even the Devil card here. All right, this talks about the subconscious, but more so a hijacking of your consciousness to where your shadow, your demons, which is really just a personification of your shadow, is what's controlling this person. The Moon energy, the unknown, the subconscious, the abyss, which is infinite, right? Like, the King of Wands also talks about confidence, being able to master your fire, right? It also talks about somebody who's ambitious. This energy is hidden, it's masked. It needs somebody's masculine energy, or the masculine within them needs healing. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Strong Sagittarius with this Nine of Wands. Somebody here has a lot of fear, paranoia, trapped thoughts, ideas. It's like their inner child with this Page of Wands here, which is their joy, their youthfulness, their creativity, imagination. All of that is behind this Moon. In the Moon, like I said, your fears, wounds, insecurities, the subconscious. So somebody could fit from automatic writing, meditation. There needs to be more meditation, things that align you, mind, body, and spirit. But there needs to be a way to bring out which is in the subconscious in order for somebody to step into this masculine energy. I don't know why I'm seeing this Four of Swords with this Page of Wands. This is giving me either he's like mother or caregiver slept a lot, or they could have been sick. I'm also getting here somebody always being told to like go take a nap, go in the room, go chill out. Somebody had a lot of freaking energy as a child and it ended up being suppressed somehow. What's the King of Wands? But the King of Wands, he can be a leader too. He can be a leader. He can be a spiritual warrior. Yeah, in the Pentacles in reverse, this is somebody's mom. This person wasn't the best nurturer. They could have been a little bit selfish, only focused on meeting their needs. I'm hearing someone tell them no a lot. Maybe this person, they worked a lot. Maybe they made poor financial decisions. Okay, I'm channeling a whole lot. Seeing lights off and some more. Queen of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Hey Giggles, welcome. How are you? Thank you for joining. What's this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse? Okay, the Tower. This could have been like an unexpected transitioning. Eight of Pentacles is also Virgo energy. The Tower is divine intervention. It's also an upgrade, right? Because the Tower comes through and dismantles anything that's not in alignment with your higher self, your highest timeline, or just anything that's no longer serving you, period. But it's, you know, outdated paradigms, belief system, ways of operating. With this King of Wands back here, somebody's appearance could have drastically changed too. I'm getting like losing weight with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. But what's the Tower? Too many cards. One card for the Tower. Okay, the Seven of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. You know, somebody could have been raised by another family member and not their mother. Somebody's mother could have left or abandoned them. This Eight of Cups in the reverse could be an abandonment wound that I'm seeing back here. Even the Seven of Swords can be escapism, gathering tools and resources. What's the Seven of Swords? The Wheel of Fortune. But the Wheel of Fortune talks about divine timing. It also talks about preparation. It could even be like growth and expansion, fated events. So whatever transpired with somebody's mom here, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I'm getting somebody could have gone to jail for like theft or fraud, whatever this is, right? Somebody's mom could have left, or they just weren't the best. But the Wheel of Fortune, this is preparation. It feels like this was a part of your divine blueprint. Everything happens for a reason. There's always a rhyme and a reason. So it more so feels like somebody needs to dig deep within and see the silver lining and what happened and how it would have prepared you in the best way and not to your detriment. It's almost like being able to look on the bright side and see what's happening here. This Queen of Pentacles in reverse could also be somebody drawing their money, time, energy, resources, if this is not somebody's mom, because the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, this can be selfishness, getting more like selfishness for self-preservation. And whatever is happening here, it was fated to. This is giving like a lesson or a cycle is closing. The Ace of Pentacles under here is a new beginning. But also what I'm seeing here is like, if this King of Wands is the one that's getting left, the Tower moment, and this Queen is back here found a way to escape, right? Or, you know, she's leaving. Because I'm kind of getting like this happening abruptly. Like maybe after an argument or something was said, and okay, that's it. Like, I'm out of there. But the Wheel of Fortune, this is fated to happen. It's almost like this needed to happen in order for somebody to do the shadow work that they needed to do to heal. Because whether, if this is an assignment, right, if it happens in this Queen of Swords presence or in her absence, she still did whatever she was supposed to do. But this feels more so like this relationship was brought together for two people to heal and move on, but one person stayed stagnant. One person stays stagnant. So now the Tower of Divine Intervention in the wheel here, this is usually like a spiritual push, like forward, because with the Six of Wands back here, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Chariot, somebody here high calling over their life to bring about generational wealth or more resources to their bloodline, whatever the case may be, right? And the wheel is spirit making sure that things continue to move along in the order that they're supposed to, or in the timing that it's supposed to. And this King of Wands doesn't see, or is going to see rather, how he was being prepared for his next two. This is preparation, because the person who's more established in this connection, as far as their spiritual knowledge and wisdom and their resources, like their material wealth, is going to be, okay, so I hate to describe it like, you know how people say, I don't want to put all this effort into a connection and all my hard work go in vain, right? So this King of Wands was being prepared too. And even if it's in her absence with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, because somebody pulled out of this. We have the King and the King of Pentacles in the upright over here, but here it's in the reverse. So let's see, what's the Wheel of Fortune? And even the Seven of Swords here, which talks about gathering information, resources, tools. Yeah. Dang, what's the Wheel of Fortune? Yeah, see? The Justice card. Divine law and order. Balance. This could be good karma or bad karma. Good karma is dharma. Bad karma is just karma. But the Justice card, yeah, see, things have to keep moving. Whoever this is over here, they have a divine mission to elevate their bloodline. However that may look, this can be in terms of family, wealth, children. Somebody here is definitely the Star with the Fool. This is a trendsetter, a generational curse breaker. This is also somebody who's a healer, an innovator, very original. Their ideas or their energy is very divine, right? This is somebody who builds from the sky down. They get their inspiration, their energy, all of that from a higher power with the Star here. It's like God. God. So yeah, things have to keep moving. And this masculine, this king is being prepared right now, almost like to be able to manage themselves with the Temperance over here. So this feels like somebody might want to, with the Page of Swords, really start observing and looking and paying attention. Because this person, they're about to leave. Spirit is about to propel them forward in a new timeline. The cycle is closing with the World and the Justice. And it's because things are not balanced. So the timeline closing with the Wheel of Fortune is going to bring things back into balance. And with the Tower, you don't usually get to control what happens or how it happens, how you two separate or whatever. So what's the Six of Swords reverse? Yeah, see the Eight of Pentacles. This is Virgo. This is Virgo's sun. It talks about self-mastery, moving with intention, being intentional about where you distribute your resources, money, time, energy. This also about Somebody's job could be calling them and asking them to return or to come back. Or somebody keeps going to the same type of jobs. When with the Three of Pentacles here, they have a skill, something that they're very good at. They're just not utilizing it, is what this feels like. What's this Eight of Pentacles? Yeah, see the one. Somebody could be making a career change or wanting to. This could be somebody who needs to take some sort of bold, courageous action and go back to school, learn a new skill or a trade, because it's keeping them stagnant. The Knight of Wands is somebody who's very courageous, ambitious. They take risks. But with the Eight of Pentacles, it's a calculated risk. What's this Knight of Wands? Yeah, see the Ace of Swords. This is truth, clarity, an epiphany, a breakthrough. Somebody is getting a download. You could be receiving lots of downloads about things that you can do with the skill set that you have, or how you can generate more money with the skill set that you have, or something. What's this Ace of Swords? Oh, Nine of Cups. Somebody's finding out that they're pregnant. Oh, Lord. This could also be somebody taking more bold, assertive action to do more of what makes them happy, or to align themselves with what makes them happy. Because the Ace of Swords is really the crown. Right? It can still be communication. Yeah, somebody's pregnant. This Nine of Cups is definitely pregnancy. Also, there is somebody who's going to learn of a new skill, or this could be communication about a job with this Eight of Pentacles, or some sort of resource here. But give me more on this Ace of Swords. Two of Swords. So this could be denial, trying to make a decision. This is Libra Moon. Yeah, somebody's in denial. It's almost like there's a pregnancy here. Yeah, look, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Somebody could be 7 weeks. I know Pentacles is slower moving energy. So I would say weeks. I don't know about months, but I would say weeks. So yeah, whatever blockage was here, this Two of Swords gives me a blockage that somebody was experiencing. And this Ace of Swords is somebody being able to see that through. What's this Two of Swords? They're able to remove the blindfold and see what it is that they need to see, and take whatever action they need to take. And yeah, Aries Sun. The Three of Wands talks about sense of foresight, growth and expansion, optimism. Ships coming in. This is both of y'all seeing something. What's the Three of Wands? Three of Swords. So that's this Knight of Wands energy here. This person is having an epiphany, right? Like, if I don't make a decision now, and I mean now, the Knight of Wands is fast moving energy. This person is going to move on without me. Three of Wands and the Three of Swords. This will end up as a lesson. But it's the Three of Swords. This is like sadness, grief, right? But it's a Saturn card. It's Libra Saturn. So Saturn is the planet of discipline, structure, right? The boss. You know, getting organized in karma or dharma, however it will play out. But it's lessons that you need for your soul's evolution. What's this Nine of Cups? The Lovers. This is giving me more so communication. because this is still a Mercury card, right? It's Gemini. This talks about communication, conversation, trust, shared morals and values. So it's almost like you both want whatever this is. And this is what's going to change. This is what's going to be the change in this person. What's the Lovers, or it needs to be. Because I don't know, I say all the time, if people having kids don't do it, I don't know what will. I really don't. And I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't know. It's like, you can tell the most about a person by how they treat their kids if they have any. Right? Even if they're adults. I don't care. Like, what's the Lovers? The Magician. So yeah, this talks about willpower, manifestation, This can be wearing a mask too. What's the Lovers with the Magician? The Judgment. So this could be accountability. It can be reconciliation. Yeah, somebody is manifesting a reconciliation. That's what this could be too, if you two are in separation. And then we have the Family card, 10 of Cups, the Hangman, 2 cards of Pisces, illusions, delusions. Somebody could be in denial about how happy a person makes them or a pregnancy. It's giving me one or the other. But either way, this person is going to need to use their willpower, right? The Magician is having all the tools and resources around you. Hi, Sneha. I hope I said that right. Please correct me if not. You are a Virgo. Okay, so you Virgo sun, this talks about somebody getting left behind because they can't get their ducks in a row. Or they're suffering from, I wouldn't say can't, right? They have a shadow or an addiction, something that they need to work through, that big blockage. But the Judgment talks about reconciliation, self-awareness, a test. It can even be a spiritual test. I mean, I don't really, sometimes I say that, but usually it's more so when I see the Hierophant out here too. This is giving me somebody's awareness, somebody's spiritual awareness. What's the Judgment? Okay, yeah, Ace of Cups. Okay, so then this is like somebody masking their feelings. Tired of pretending that they don't care, or, you know, playing aloof or whatever. Somebody is awakening, or, yeah, awakening to the fact that somebody loves them unconditionally. Or there's a lot of love between. Or this is going to awaken the love that somebody has been masking or keeping within them. It's almost like it's all going to come out. Whatever this epiphany or reveal, right, is with this 9 of Cups, it'll be different for all of you, but I'm getting pregnancy or wish fulfillment, right? This person is finally going to have the willpower, the determination, right, to answer the call. With the Judgment card here, rise to the occasion. And the Ace of Cups, it can be renewal. It could be a new beginning in love. It could be a blessing, abundance, right? This is a whole lot of love. Pages is new, but the Ace, this feels like renewal. The love between you and somebody is going to renew once whoever this is has this awakening or epiphany. But I feel like there needs to be some therapy here first with the 4 of Swords. In order for somebody to heal from this Queen of Pentacles in reverse is giving me somebody's mother. I wouldn't say abusive, but I would say neglectful, or they ran off and this person was raised by somebody else in their family. I'm also getting somebody's mother who maybe would steal or they just made poor financial decisions. They could have been a businessman or a woman, and with the Seven of Swords, they didn't have their wealth rooted in truth and integrity. So I don't know. Somebody, they have something that they need to work through in terms of their wounds, their shadows. Because this prophesies for this person to create whatever they need to, which means, or for their bloodline, which means the mission will continue with or without the person on the other end who's stagnant. The Ten of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Six of Wands, like that is somebody who has a really high mission or calling over their life. And usually these people are backed by unseen forces. That ambition, that drive, those are their ancestors. 1,000 of day ones standing behind them, 10 toes, pushing that chariot forward to make sure whatever they're supposed to be doing in this lifetime will happen. So oh, you raised yourself. Okay. Dang, I'm sorry. But this person is preparing you, honestly. You just got to be able to observe and digest what it is that they're showing you. Because whatever this person is showing you, you're going to need that if they leave. You will. I'm just going to be honest. Right? Stars are usually way showers, trailblazers, motivational and inspirational type of people. And they're divine beings. I can see this person as a divine being. And they're very powerful, and they're backed by a lot of powerful influence too. So I don't want to use this deck. I don't. Let's do inner child healing. We'll do this one. And then I'll get some advice. What's the message, Spirit? Here's the message. One more shuffle. Okay, so we have the number 27, soul, and then at the bottom we have 36, community. You know, both of these reduced to 9. 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 is the last complete number. This is a cycle that's ending. Because after 9 it's just 1 and 10. 1 and 1, 1 and 2, 1 and 3. So this says the soul speaks to us through images, archetypes, and dreams. And with that being said, it's important to notice that symbolism is the true language of nature. So pay attention to the symbols, synchronicities, and all of that around you. The soul is complete and perfect. It doesn't need guidance from the outside. It is our all-knowing essence and has a unique language. Our soul holds all of the wisdom and compassion cultivated over lifetimes, and its nature is unconditional love. In the realm of soul, there are no mistakes, and life is a divinely orchestrated symphony. Yeah, see, that's what I was saying with the Wheel of Fortune. Right? Whatever happened, it was fated to. It's just up to us to see the silver lining in it and how to either alchemize the energy or be able to learn, right? Because when you gain more wisdom is expansion. That's what Sagittarius's constellation will teach us. Oftentimes, Sagittariuses are high achieving people, right? They're very educated. They're usually philosophers. They have a lot of knowledge and wisdom. So the wisdom will help us expand, right? But let's see. As we learn to speak the language of the soul, we step into an expanded perspective of each moment and access its essence. This is quite different from the way our mind perceives reality. And this is why it's important to operate out of that heart chakra, because the mind is where all your demons, your wounds, your fears, and shit like that live. The heart is where God exists, and it has its own electromagnetic field. So if it's blocked, it's going to manifest as stagnancy in other areas of your life. Right? It's important to keep the centers of your body open, right? Especially the heart, because it's what connects. It's what connects your lower chakras to your higher chakras, right? It's the center. So our mind perceives reality at the level of thought and emotion, riding these ever-shifting waves. Our psyches and bodies need healing from the stories we were born into, and this healing takes place as we embody an integrated narrative for our lives. This card invites you to trust your ability to speak the language of the soul. You might be receiving its guidance through dreams, writing, dancing, painting. Those are just ways of channeling. Each one of us has a distinctive way of allowing the realm of the soul to speak to us. Make time in your life for your soul's expression to be made visible. And that's the sun energy, right? The sun is what this card just spoke about. And that's why it's such a positive card, because it's honoring the contract that you made with your soul. Right? This is solar plexus energy. That's your identity, really. So this says inner child. Look into the inner child eyes, connecting with the essence that has been with both of you always. The patient and wise observer of your journey. As you gaze into the vast, infinite space within you, say out loud, "My dear one, you and I are one. You cannot lose me, just as I cannot you. Love is what we are." So yeah, so this is why it's so important to stay in touch with your inner child, because the world will drown you, right? Your inner child is really the essence of who you truly are before you developed your shadow, right? And a lot of times the shadow was developed in being burdened, right? And the etymology of burden is to care, right? To care about all this shit happening in the world, to care about how people treat you, because children love unconditionally, right? And they forgive easily and move on. Right, but that's why it's important to stay in touch with your inner child. And they say the creative adult is the child that survived. And this is also giving me, like, you can't run from your shadow. The same way you cannot outrun from your frequency, you have to be able to integrate it. All right, and that's what the Lovers is, integration of somebody's willpower, right? I don't know, but it says, journey, connect to the upcharging part of you that existed before you were born. What were some images that arise when you connect with the word soul? When in your life do you most strongly feel the presence of the infinite within you? Locate the place where you connect with soul within your body and invite your awareness there as you continue to breathe long, slow, deep breaths. Trust where you feel guided to rest your attention. Notice the quality and expansiveness of this realm. Sense into the deep soul's longing for its unconditional love, the place we all belong. What if what you were seeking has been seeking you this whole time? Feel the presence of the greater soul to which your individual soul is connected, like a drop of water belonging to the ocean. Allow the greater soul to surround you and hold you. Feel the connection between your soul and the cosmic soul. So this is definitely talking about somebody who needs to tap into their inner child. So this is what the card looks like if y'all want to meditate on it. Yeah, I'm getting prayer, meditation. I feel like somebody here probably needs to integrate doing more things that make you happy. Because, you know, like, honoring your, it's like a muscle, right? The more you do it, the more you get comfortable with acting on your desires, right? And that can be a good or a bad thing, right? Because when they're low, this is what happens, right? But when they're high, this is what happens. right? And honestly, in traditional tarot, these two cards, they look the same. They look the same. So it's just up to you to decide what that is, right? If it's integration or if you're going to stay chained to what doesn't serve you. So I don't know. Somebody is thinking about leaving. So Virgo, you're liar under somebody's behind, and you could possibly be pregnant. So congratulations. I hope this message gave y'all clarity. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If nothing else, leave me a comment and let me know how it resonates. And back the next read. Bye.